Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Quest for Knowledge. Today we are going to discuss all important questions and answers for first PUC economics. Okay, if you discuss this, if you go through with all of these questions and if you refer answers by your own and start learning as per this material, then surely you're gonna get very good marks in economics, because in this I have taken all the questions from your first quarterly, second quarterly, model papers, preparatory paper, midterm paper. Everything is being taken. As per that, we have prepared this overall material so that it is going to be a lot more beneficial for your annual examination. So without much delay, let's get started. First we have choose up. Scarcity is the root of all problems, of all economic problem is the answer. Okay, and after this, in India, census carried out once in 10 years. Alternative uses of resources give rise to the problem of choice. Difference between largest and smallest values of a variable. Average of the largest and smallest observation. Range is the dash. Difference between the largest and smallest values of a variable is the answer. Whose estimate of per capita income of India during colonial period was considered very significant? The answer is V.K.R.V. Rao. The act provided guaranteed wage employment to every poor household for the minimum of 100 days in a year is MGNREGA, which is Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Association. Education for all is still a distant dream. The geographical measure available to measure dispersion is called Lorentz curve. It's an agricultural allied activity which is poultry. Frequency polygon is used in the presentation of grouped data. Quartile are measures which divide the data into four equal parts. Quartile. Yes, quartile 3, 3, 3, 3, 4. A histogram is a two-dimensional diagram. Which method of collection of data gives better result? Is sample survey. An index number of which year is assumed to be 100? Its base year. Poverty line separates poor and non-poor. Who can work better in the following? A person with better health. Which state in India is popularly known as God's own country? It's Kerala. And we have workers who own and operate an enterprise to earn their livelihood is called self-employees. Most of the agricultural laborers are poor. During British rule, more than half of India's foreign trade was restricted to Britain. Urban people are mainly engaged in the service sector. Agricultural is the study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. Ogive can be helpful in locating graphically the median. Railway transport was introduced in the year 1850. GDP stands for Gross Domestic Product. Bibliography indicates secondary source. The present life expectancy of India is actually 70%. So you can write whichever is highest, which is 66.9 you can write. Which is not the goal of 5-year plan, self-efficiency. Now we shall be discussing all the fill-ups. Two ends of a class are called class limit. A measure that divides the series into 100 equal parts is called percentile. Taxes on income of individual is called income tax. Infrastructure facility can be classified into two. India country has the largest workforce in agriculture. Data classified according to geographical areas is called spatial classification. Chairperson of Planning Committee is Prime Minister. Economic reforms were introduced during 1991. Indian systems of medicines include six systems. Body of the table contains the actual data. RBI regulates financial sector. Investment on education is considered as one of the main sources of human capital. Life expectancy and birth is highest in China. The construction workers are known as casual wage laborers. Organic farming is free from chemical. In tabular presentation, data is presented in rows and columns. WTO was founded in 1995. Frequency distribution of discrete frequency is called frequency array. Arithmetic line graph is also called time series graph. There are two quartiles in a series. The Great Leap Forward campaign was initiated in the year 1958. Using current quantities as weight is known as Pash price. Forests are renewable resources. Data collected by investigator is called primary data. Thermal plants emit large quantities of carbon monoxide. Majority of workforce reside in rural area in our country. Small scale industries use more of manpower than large scale industries. Britishers impoverished millions of people in India. 1921 is the year of second stage of demographics transition of India. Now we'll be discussing all important matchup. Personal interview, time consuming, we need to write. Arithmetic mean formula is x bar. Quota means quantity of import. Better gender equity, a positive development. Lender, money lender is a non-institutional source. Pilot survey is a pre-testing of questionnaire. Medium is a positional value. Land reform is improvement in the field of agriculture to increase its productivity. World Bank, India and the knowledge economy. Industrialization leads to air pollution. Census covers every individual. Sigma n means total number of observation. Prime Minister is the chairperson of Planning Commission. Deutsche Bank is the global growth center. Golden Revolution is fruit production. CPI is consumer price index. White Revolution is milk production. PPI is producer price index. Educational attainment is literacy rate. Encroachment into forest is land degradation. Renewable resource is equals to water resource. NABARD is institutional source. Deviation formula is D is equals to X minus X bar. WPI is wholesale price index. Subsidies is monetary assistance given by the government. Biopest control is sustainable development. More contribution to national income is a skilled laborer. HYV seed that give large proportion of output. Census covers every individual. Again the same thing. So these all are the important 2 marks. Mention the difference between employee and employer. Mention the sources of data. Give the formula to find out midpoint. Mention the difference between dispersion. What is negative correlation? What is the value of 1, minus 1 and 0? What is inclusive and exclusive method of classification? What is frequency curve? Median from the following figure. Name the types of correlation. Name the first 4 steps in developing a project. Mention the name of 4 statistical tool. Mention any 2 scarcity in our daily life. Mention the type of variable. How can you obtain a frequency curve? What are the types of measures of central tendency? What is the mode? Give formula to find out mode in continuous series. So these all are the various important 2 marks from statistics, and these all are the various important 2 marks from Indian development. Okay, here it is. After that, we have all important 6 marks from statistics. It's very easy actually to score all the important 6 marks. Scatter diagram is very important. Classification of data is very important. Here we have the Jawar per acre, where we have to calculate mean deviation is very important. Arithmetic by direct method is very important. Calculating standard deviation with variance is very easy and very important. And calculating median is also very important. After that, these are the important 6 marks from Indian economic development, where you have to write about the trade at the time of independence, what indicate the volume and trade directly at the time of independence. Write a short note on green revolution, background reform of India, write a short note on outsourcing. So these all are important 4 marks. Here we have important 6 marks, sorry. Okay, these all are important 6 marks. Coefficient of correlation, standard deviation and variance. Here we have a component bar diagram. So Q1, Q2, Q3. So these all are important 6 marks from Indian economic development. And here we have practical oriented important questions. So even will be going through with all the important answers. So just we have discussed all the important questions for your reference. If you refer, this much is much more than sufficient. I hope if you like this video helpful, do like, share and subscribe and comment, and thank you so much for watching.